search, and then my courses. Again, my screen is different from yours because you are starting. I've had more courses loaded in, but normally that's how you're going to do it. Or you can just click here on Bachelor Administration and it will show you all your modules that you have, okay? But I normally like this one because it kind of gives you, it's much easier. You don't have to scroll down much. You can just click on this rectangular. See, it goes away, but the minute I click on it, this appears. And then you click on my courses, right? And then your module, as you scroll down, your modules will start appearing, right? Your modules start appearing. You guys are doing Strategic Management 1. And as you can see, once I click on it, you see Strategic Management 1 appears, right? So when you scroll down, this is what you're going to see. Orientation is basically what you're going to do in the module, what you're going to learn. So yeah, orientation is that. This one is the most important one, right? Where do I find my recordings? Where do I find my study guide? Where do I find my slides, right? So what happens is that your facilitator, or let's say your lecturer, after the class is done, they are going to upload slides. They won't be uploaded immediately. So maybe you might get them after your second session or after your third session. Sometimes Robin, Boosie, and I try just to ask them to email us if they do. If they don't, they will upload them on the portal, right? You'll find them under resources and other materials. Let me just click for you. Is there any questions? Is there any question, managers?
No questions, thank you.
All right. So under resources, this is what you're going to see. Academic guides, digital study guide. So for now, you guys haven't had a session. Robin, why did they remove the old recordings? Should I show them?
I don't know. They've removed everything. Because I've got nothing for well, not all the modules I've got for year 1. Most of my modules are year 2 and year 3. So I don't know why they've removed those. I don't know if it's because there's been a glitch with the system.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But I'll show you how a recording looks like when it's been uploaded on the portal on my research and methodology. But for now, let's go. This is what was supposed to appear after that. And then this is where your digital study guide, right? So you click on that link. So guys, I always encourage people, go and play around with the portal, right? I can teach you now, but some of the things, the same platform can be on your phone as well, and it's similar. Everything is in the same place, so you won't find it in a different place. Whether you were your laptop or whether you were using your however, I just want to show you that this is your digital study guide, right? This is your study guide. I've seen people ask questions whether should they buy textbooks and everything. Don't buy, please don't buy. Don't waste your time. All the books or textbook that ReGenesys uses, they can be found online, unless you are that person that wants to have a hard copy. You can also print out the study guide as well, right? So you can go to work, download it, and have it printed. So I just want to show you guys how you download it. So once you've clicked on digital study guide, this bottom here, just right on the right hand corner, you can just click on this one. And then please remember to say full publication. All right, and it will download it. Some laptops, it will download it and it will pop up on your screen immediately.
You're breaking up.
Some won't, so you'd have to go and look to your downloads, right? Yeah.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Okay, let me log out and log in again.
You want me to carry on, Salo?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, okay.
Is it better now?
Mm-mm. Yes, I'm Tabi
Still
say?
bad.
Yeah.
What are we saying? Yes, hi guys. I was just saying that if he's having a problem in the meantime, can you just have someone like answer some of the questions that we have while he's trying to reconnect?
Okay. Ask away until his guinea gets up again. Questions?
I'm Ruben.
Yes.
There is Isabella Cosa waiting in the lobby. I've been trying to accept.
I've also been trying to get her in, but I don't know why she's having a problem coming in.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, what Bongs was talking about is, you see, we've got more courses than everybody else. Pardon, because we are much ahead of you guys. So if you go and click on Strategic Management 1, okay, it's going to look like this. So you're going to get your resources and other materials. This is where you get the study guide from. If you open it and you go and you click here on the digital study guide, you open it and it's like this. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to download it. You're going to have to download it. So you can download it here. So what happens when you download it? Remember, it saves to your outbox. And then what you do is from there, you copy it into your folder. So now you must have a folder with your year one. So you have like maybe your name, and inside that folder, you have your folder for year one. At the moment, you're still only doing year. So year one, and inside that folder, I know it sounds complicated, but inside that folder, you're going to have strategic management, HR, all your 6 modules. But for now, you're going to put in strategic management. In that folder of strategic management, you're going to put your digitals, you're going to put your assignment, and you're going to put your study guide. And you're going to put everything related to strategic management in that folder. So you don't have to search around and looking for everything. Everything will be in one place. Do you get me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So let me just so if you can see here, I got studies. Can you all see? So studies, and in year one, it's got everything related. So this is everything related to strategic management. So it's my assignment is there, my questions and answers in there, the slides that you get from the classes, then you get your study guide, and you get your study notes, and you get your textbooks. So everything is in one place. So you don't have to be running around and looking for stuff all the time and thinking, where's this? Where's that? I can't find this. I can't find it. Everything must be in one place. So it's easy for you to find your stuff. Okay. So, Bongs, are you back? So anyway, this is your study guide, and when you
Yes,
get your
Robs,
study
I'm
guide.
back.
Oh, are you going to continue?
Yeah, can you allow me
Stop
to
sharing.
share? I don't know. Yeah.
Stop sharing.
I just wanted to ask, did everybody see how they could get their study guides, right? Because I want to move on to the assignments.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Right. Can everybody see my screen?
Nope, you're not
My
sharing
screen
anything.
showing? I am sharing something.
Okay.
Yes, now we can see it now. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. All right. So then we need to move now to your digital, and individual assignments, right? So we normally get this question, right? Which one do I do on the portal and which one I don't do on the portal, right? So your digital assessment, which is the one that I'm going to show you now, it's made up of questions. Usually there's 50, sometimes 100 multiple choice questions. They are not an exam, right? These questions, you can cross-reference the answers from your study guide. You find them in this tab here, assignments and assessments, right? This thing, you can do it over a period of days, right? Just do not click submit or finish, right? You find it will look something like this. I don't know if they'll upload it, but yes.
It's there, Bongs. You can load it.
Yeah. So everybody's still seeing my screen, right?
Yes.
We can.
Yes.
Yes. This is your digital assessment. This is the one where I'm telling you that it's made out of 50 to 40 questions, right? You can answer it with your using cross-referencing from answers from your study guide. All right. You can answer it over many days. So you can do this, say attempt quiz, right? Answer a couple of questions. Do not click submit. Just log out. For example, I can say we can choose just spoke questions, right? I say next page. Do not click submit. So I can just leave it like that. It automatically answers. Maybe I answer 5 questions today. All you have to do is close it up. You do not have to click submit, right? You don't have to click submit, because the minute you click submit, you cannot come in. You can only click submit if you're sure. This button here, finish attempt. Do not do that. Do not do that until you've answered all the questions and are sure that you selected the correct answers. Okay. Robin, please remind me again. A square means that you can. Okay, yeah. So a circle means that you can select.
A square means more than one answer. A circle means it's one answer only. But now with what Bong said, me, I do it differently than the way Bongs does. I copied the questions into a Word document. So you can go highlight it, copy, open a Word document, take it over. Go to next page, copy all 40 questions into a Word document. Then you close it, because now sometimes you can make a mistake and you can press finish. And then you have to pay 500 Rand. And I don't think people have 500 Rand lying around. So you see what he's doing. You highlight it, you copy it, and you put it onto Word. Go to the next one, highlight it, copy it to Word. Sit with your study guide and sit with your questions and answers. And even if you can print it out, it will be okay. Print it out and go and put in the answers, match it up with your study guide. And then when you are ready, come back and put your answers in and submit, as long as you do it before the 3rd. So I mean, it's the digitals are already here. That means you can do your digitals now and get it out of the way, because you'll get a mark stage where it will tell you. And when you're done with the digitals and you click on finish, it's going to give you answers. Then you highlight all the answers and you put it into that document of yours. And then that document will be a mock question paper where everybody is going to put their stuff together. Everybody will send it to one particular person who agrees to put the questions together, and you can make a mock question paper. Because remember, your strategic management year 1 modules is multiple choice. So you had 100 questions for the exams that you need to answer. Yes, Luyanda.
I'm sorry. There was a Melanie first before Luyanda and Ntabi Singh.
Okay, Melanie.
Hi, thank you. I just wanted to know, you said this assessment should be done by the 3rd. Is that the 3rd of March?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Next one.
Luyanda?
Yes, I heard Bonkosi say something about if you're not done with, so like for instance, if I can answer like 5 questions today, and then I and I come back tomorrow, won't the 5 questions that I've answered like disappear?
No, no, as long as you
They
haven't
will be
Okay,
saved there.
so let me. Okay, let me just show you what I meant. You see
No,
here, the
wrong
first question I
paper.
selected something that means that
Okay.
I've answered the question. Sorry?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you see this thing, this here, it means that the question has been saved. Can someone please mute?
Sorry.
Thank you. This automatically saves the answer. The minute you click next, it saves your answer, right? The minute you click next, the portal automatically saves your answers, right? However, if you haven't clicked finished, you can go back and change them, right? You can go back and change them. But the minute you click finish attempt, it submits, because this generates immediate report, right? The minute you finish, it's going to give you your mark immediately of how much you got, right? I'm expecting that you guys are going to get 80s, you're going to get A's like myself. So I'm not worried much, because this is cut open. The answers are in your study guide. Some of them, they might need you just to read even more, extra material a little bit, but all the answers, these questions are generated from your study guide. But you can log out, it will know where you entered and what you selected. All right. The minute you click next, the portal automatically saves your answer. Even during the it will automatically save your answer. Okay. You can also go back within questions, right? Like say previous page, right? It takes me back to previous question. Okay. Taking me back to the previous question, like question 2. Or maybe you are not sure of, you've answered everything, you're not sure of question 23, for example. You can click on these blocks. It will take you to the question and you can still adjust your answer. I love Robein's method of copying things, but I'm too busy, so I can't do that. For those who can't do that, I normally open my study guide and I read the question and I check the answers in my study guide. I do a split screen. So I split my screen into 2, where I have on the right-hand side or left-hand side, I have my study guide open, and on the other side, I have my digital assignment open. And then I answer just like that. But for you guys, so that you just get into things, I'd say copy it, print it out and answer it, and come back to the portal and start answering. Okay. Any more questions?
Yes, I think it was
Yes, and there is Sandy
Zandile.
and Caroline. Oh yeah, now we'll close with Isabella Cosa.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. What's this? I'm having a problem.
Sorry, does this quiz, when you do the quiz, does it mark it immediately, or does it still go through like someone reviewing it before you get a mark?
So it marks it immediately. So when you're done.
So if your answer is correct, will you see this gray like line? And if it's incorrect, does it give you like a red line? What does that mean?
No. So while you're doing the assignment, right, it doesn't mark it immediately like this. It doesn't mark it while you're doing the assignment. Only when you click.
Only when you submit.
Finish
Okay.
attempt.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Only when you submit will it generate that report that shows you your mark.
Will you be able to see what you got wrong and what you got right? Okay.
Yes. You'll be able to see it. Let me see. Can I find something for you? Sorry, guys. The portal has been updated, so some of the things you might not find. If I do have them, okay. Great. Okay, let me see. Yes. So let me just show you how it marks it. So it would generate something like this. Can you see? This is what it will do. This is how it will do. All right. And then you were asking if will I see if where I got wrong. Yes. So it will show you if you got something right. So this is my previous assignment from last year. So yellow is kind of partially correct, partially correct, and red is wrong. Okay, green is correct. All right. So it will show you this. For you guys at first year, I'd say keep these questions because they're going to appear also on your exam. That's a tip. You didn't hear it from anyone, but use that. So I don't want people to say, do they have past question exams? Do they have past question exams? No, they don't. Use your digital assessment, right? Because your exam first year is going to be multiple choice. It will look like a digital assessment, all right? So it looks, so that's what it does. I hope I answered you correctly.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I speak?
Sandile.
Oh yeah, I was just wondering, like, does anyone know when like the system will be fixed? Because like some of my things are still on 2024, and like I'm a first year, so it doesn't make sense. Like right now, strategic management is not even here. Like, and I'm having like all three business administrations. So it's like, yeah. If anyone
Okay,
knows when the
Sandile,
system
what
will
is
be
on the
fixed.
portal? What is on the portal?
On my
Tell
portal,
Bongs and I what is on the portal. Is strategic
right now,
management there?
no, it's not there.
It's not there.
Yes, it's not there.
Okay.
You don't have this
Bongs?
module. You don't have strategic management one, yeah?
Especially also economics. If I have economics, but when I press on it, everything is on like 2024. Especially like if there's like an assignment for it, it says 2024 and
No,
2023.
it won't appear
So
yet.
you won't do them
Strategic
all at
management
once.
is the only one.
Yes. So the port, so they won't upload everything now. They upload, so they're only going to upload maybe they want to upload one module at a time for you, like your digital exam and assignment exam. They know that you're doing economics and HR, but they won't upload them now, right? They upload them closer to the time before your classes start. As for now, right, who's in charge of the PBA ones in terms of the student administrator roles?
Sandile, just send me your full name and your student number, and then just inbox me privately, and then I will contact the school. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
those whose strategic management one is not uploaded, don't worry about economics and other stuff. I think by then the portal would have been fixed. So yeah, so the portal normally doesn't go through this, but I think this year they're updating it. I think making sure that there's no copying and those plagiarism and those type of stuff happening, right? So that's why. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure when the portal will be fixed, but they had said that they will make sure that before your session starts, you'll have everything you need for that specific module that you have to do that time.
Okay. Bongs, can we go on to Caroline, please?
All right, yes.
Okay. Bongs, you've mentioned something, but I could not catch it. You said when answering the quiz, a square means what and a circle means what?
A square
So a
means
circle means
more
that
than one answer. Okay.
Sorry?
Bongs.
So a square
means
means
that
you
you
must
select-
just click one answer, and then you said a circle means you can click more than one answer.
No, no. So
Okay.
a circle means that you can select one answer only. A square means that you can select multiple answers.
All right.
This
So
is a
the
trick.
setting.
This is not something that you get from ReGenesys. This is just a trick that we have realized as students. This is what it means, right? So sometimes you may find that you've got 4 answers, right? Like they all make sense to that question, right? Just look at the block. just look at the circle. If it's a circle, then you say, okay, I need to select one answer.
One answer.
If it's
Okay.
squares, then I know it's more than one answer. Sometimes a question will also direct you. It will say, pick the correct one, and you will be penalized for the wrong one. You'll see some questions say
Yes,
that, but
they
always
say that, yeah.
the circle and the square will always be a direction of what to choose, even in your exam. So this is something that you'll use in your exam, even when you're panicking. Just look, oh, this question has a circle, so that means I need to choose one answer. This question has squares. Okay, I need to pick multiple answers. Okay.
All right. No, got it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Let me move. Okay.
Yeah. Guys, unless the questions that you wanna ask are not related to what has been asked, I don't know, because I'm looking at time, and if we are going to be doing the same questions, gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just wanted to ask, can Robayen please explain the copying and pasting of the questions and answers in the Word document? How does it work? And then she also said something about sending the Word document to someone or something. That's where I got a bit lost.
Can I answer that for you?
Yes.
Can I answer that for you? In the group at 6:17, in the WhatsApp group at 6:17, Jolene sent the document where all of the questions for the assessment have already been copied and pasted, which is going to be easier for everyone to use as per Robin's method to answer the questions on a separate piece of documentation and then transferring the answers onto the assignment. So if you look in the group, if Jolene is in this meeting, if she can just pin the
No,
documents that she
no,
sent, because she did
no.
send the digital questions there.
I deleted it. I deleted it because then students are going to be lazy. So you go and you do it yourself. Because remember, you're going to have to be doing this all the time. We'll only share after submission date, which is the 3rd of March. At the moment, no, you cannot. So all you need to do is, okay, let me just show. Bones, do you want to show or must I?
What do you want me to show?
Okay, just hold on a second.
Yeah, cool. Also, guys, let me just let you know. Your questions are not going to be the same.
Yes.
Let me just notify you. Yes. So my digital and yours won't be the same. So will the exam. Set of questions I have, they might be similar, but you won't get the same question one similar to your question one, right? Your question one might be my question 23. There might be questions that are not on your digital assessments that are on mine.
That's why it's better. That's why you can share the digitals at the end, because it's different. Okay, so you're going to click on attempt quiz, right? So what you do is you go and you highlight. So you highlight the question and you click Control C, and then you open a blank Word document, and you say Control V, right? Go back to the portal again, and you click on Next. So see, nothing is being ticked. Go highlight the question again. Say Control C. Go open your Word document and you say Control V. So then share. This is what your document is going to look like. So you're going to take your study guide and you're going to sit here and you're going to look at the question, and then you're going to go and you're going to highlight. You're just going to highlight it with yellow. Okay. Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
Yes.
Thank you.
So you see, so it's easier
Yeah.
now, because Bungs is always busy. It's easier for him to do it on the portal because he knows that he's not going to make the mistake of clicking finish. you guys are still new and you're still learning. So as I said, this will always be your working document that you can work with. Sometimes people find it easier to work on the portal. Sometimes people find it easier to put it on a Word document. And then when you are finished, it will actually give you the answers so that you can, like Bongs was showing you, the answers, so that will be your it will be your what was I gonna say? Your mock question paper that you can work with. Do you understand?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
let
Yes,
me
yes, yes.
look
Yes,
for
thank you.
Yes.
something. Yes.
And then,
So
ma'am, the
then
part about sending.
what happens is that everybody will put the stuff together. Well, one person will be the one to put it all together. So it will look like this. So you see the correct answer. It will tell you what is the correct answer. Okay? These are the correct. So with me, I go to the study guide and I take screenshots. I use the snipping tool. I'll show you if you don't know. I take the snipping tool and I put my answers in there. So this is easy for me to study with. It's easy for me to work with later. So I know, okay, there's my answer. Okay, question 5, there's my answer. Do you understand? So you're gonna also, this is helping you to study. It's also helping you to go through everything. So then you are okay at the end. So in the end, you're gonna receive, this is how it's gonna look. The question was flagged. It says flag question. So the 1, 2, 3 answers. So because there's squares, so there'll be 3 answers instead of 1 answer. You'll see here another one. 1, 2, 3 answers. The next one will be, and this is not your digital, sorry. This is year 2. There's your answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of the answers are correct. So that's why that will be a square. That means all of them are the answers. See, there again, all of them are the answer. See here, 2 answers, not 4 answers. And then then you are done. So in that digital, there's 40 questions. So you have got 40 questions to answer. Okay. Bongs, I don't know. Somebody wanted to know about that other thing. I never use it. That eco something and emerald and all. I don't use it, so I've never used it. Yes,
I'll
and
show
Angel,
you.
was there something you want to ask?
Yes, you just answered my question.
I answered
Thanks.
you. Okay.
Yes.
Who wants to
Isabella?
know about emerald and EBS co-host?
co-host.
Whatever. I never use it.
EBS. I do sometimes. So okay, these Emerald and ISPO host are libraries, right? So they're like sort of a search engines where you can find research papers on topics when you're doing your assignment. So it doesn't mean that you have to use this. You can use Google, you can use YouTube, you can use many sources. Just remember to cite your sources, right? So just say where you got your information from. You guys are you're gonna get a citation and what is it again, Robin? The Turnitin thing?
Plagiarism.
Yes, plagiarism. Your similarity score clause. So yeah, so that's where it comes in, basically, these search engines that you need to actually say where you got your information from. It's illegal to take somebody's work and make it your own. That's important, right? So you need to cite. So which leads me to my next part, right, of this session, right? So if a person just wants, before I go there, if anyone wants to see what Emerald is about, they can just click here. It's a library engine. You just type in the topic that you are looking at. Would it be strategic management? Let's say it's speaking about what topic can I use? For example, the management style. For example, you can go to Emerald and read different papers by different people and what they say about the topic you are busy with in your assignment, for example, right? And then everybody can, before I move to the other assignment, right? Because you're gonna get 2 assignments. Now we just did the digital assignment, which is the one that you do on the portal. And then you get another assignment, which normally is referred to as an individual assignment. This is where you're going to go and do research. You're going to do it on a Word document, right? Robin is going to show you the format of it. But I'm just going to show you where do you find the questions and where do you upload it. So you're going to download your questions, right? Read your questions, do your research, answer on your Word document according to the structure and format that ReGenesys requires of you, which normally has a cover page, contents page, introduction, and then question 1, and then it has a conclusion, then it has a reference page. That's the structure, but Robin is going to show you that. I'm just going to show you where do you find the questions to that. Normally when you click, again, the same where I showed you, you click here, you go to the module, the screen that pops up just under resources and material, you click on assignments and assessments. It will be the first thing that you see. It will say assignment questions, right? You click on it. That's the same way as I showed you guys how to download your study guide. It's the same way, right? This is how you download it, and then you can print it out if you can. If you want to do it while on your laptop, you can do that. But normally you download it here, and then you would answer it on a Word document, right? The most important thing, and this is where I normally grill students, do your assignment early. There's a software called Turnitin. I don't know how many people this thing catches out, right? Because the person says, "No, I'll do my assignment last minute." And then what happens? Students have submitted, and I want to tell you guys one thing. ReGenesys is not the only institution using Turnitin. All of the institutions probably in South Africa that are doing online are using Turnitin, and also worldwide. This is a software that was developed in the UK. So you're not the only one, especially with ReGenesys, with campuses all over in Nigeria, India, those places. When we are doing marketing management 2 or strategic management 1, the dates will be similar. So your work will be compared with other students as well, and also external institution as well, which is why I always say, do your assignment early so that if your plagiarism score, which I'm going to show you now, is, for example, close to 30, right? And 30 is something that your plagiarism score shouldn't be, right? It shouldn't be at 30. The minimum, I always say aim for anything below 10%, right? Let me just show you how it looks. So guys, do your assignments very early so that when you upload, because sometimes as students upload their assignments, right, that score changes. That score changes. But I'll show you now what I'm referring to. This, can you see under similarities, it says 6%, 6%. This is where I would like most of you guys now in your first year or in your first module to start practicing so that you're getting into a habit of submitting your assignments early. You don't have to submit it on the last day of submission at 23:59, because what happens is the school closes, so you can't upload it tomorrow or when. You need to upload it before the due date. You need to upload it before the due date, because this thing will make you have to redo, and you'll have to pay money. You're gonna have to redo your assignment. It doesn't matter, right? Once the school submission date closes, there's no exceptions. There's no exceptions for assignments. So I'm asking you guys again, make sure that you write in your own words. Do not do copy and paste, because Turnitin again will catch you out, right? Because It will take your work and compare it, right, to all the sources on the internet, to all other students' assignments, including ReGenesys and other institutions. So I'm begging you guys, submit your assignments early. Hence, I said, no student is going to call me on a Sunday evening at 8 p.m. saying I can't submit my assignment or I'm not done with my assignment, because I know this assignment you're given approximately a month to 3 weeks to do it. That's enough time for you to actually upload and see that, oh, my similarity score is at 20%. Let me go back, because it will show you, it will highlight what is making you score high. Then you go and change it and you go and fix it. Then you can be, let me say, relaxed when it comes to the time. Also, guys, if you submit, right, let's say, for example, the assignment is due on Monday, and you submit on Friday, and it says 6%, you need to keep on checking, because as students upload, it also compares to yours. Your similarity scores can go up, right? Hence, I'm saying, if it's as low as 4%, you wouldn't worry if it goes up to 6%, right? It won't mean a fail. But if it's like 25% and somebody uploads, next thing you checking it on a Sunday at 9 p.m. and it's already 32%, you're gonna start panicking, and it can freeze as well, because everyone now is uploading on this portal. Everyone is uploading their assignments. So I'm begging you guys, please do your assignments on time, right? Because this is one of the things that will affect you. It affects a lot of students. I've seen a lot of students that it affects them. All right. Robin, is there anything you want to add?
Yes,
If
you
I
can
can
give
say
bongs and
on my side, if I can say on my side, I am one person that doesn't answer my phone exactly on the last day of assignment. So if everyone is gonna call me, I will laugh at you. I'm not joking. I will laugh, because you'll be
no.
panicking. You will be panicking. People panic because we give them time. You have time. All the time that you have, from especially from next week, the portal will be open for assignments. You start your assignments on your first class. Just go through, even if you don't understand, but just go through your first assignments, so that when the time comes, you know you are almost done or you are done. On my second class, already I would have done submitted my assignments, both of them. So now because you also need to focus on the next module. So imagine if on the 3rd of March you're focusing on your assignment. When are you going to prepare for the next module? You have to be fast. Everything you have to be fast. And like, on a serious note, guys, I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm not gonna assist exactly at 23 what, 59. I'm not.
And know this, that if you submit late, you're gonna pay 1,000 rand. Rather give us that money. We can use that money very nicely. It's 1,000 rand. And I don't think you have 1,000 rand. And you know what that means? That means is that you have to wait for the next submission, and it means you might not write in June. You might not write in you
Exactly.
might not write in June. So the reason why we also say, Bongs got it from me, Boosie got it from me. They all got it from me, where I said, do not do it. Do not do last minute things, because you know what? If you submit 2 weeks before the time, do you know what that means? That if you are in the group and someone says, hey, did you include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And you think, I didn't do it, because you're allowed 3 submissions a day until the last day of submission. So you think, oh, no, I didn't add this and this and this and this. So you go back to your assignment, you clean it up, and you submit again. And that similarities, Bongs and I have had naught similarities. Naught, because you can change it every day. Every day. You don't wait for the lecturer to finish. If you can see the questions, if you listen to what we say, you'll be okay. But let me start with the assignment, guys, because just now it kicks it out. So as soon as you resubmit, it kicks out your old assignment. So that's why I said you put it in a folder and you say first draft. Then you'll say second draft updated. And be careful of what you load. And please, please, you're going to open a blank Word document. Okay, Bongs, you guys will back me up if I've left anything out, but time, it's already so late. Okay, you're going to have a blank Word document. Okay, a blank Word document. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go click on layout, and then you're going to make sure your margins are 2 centimeters top, 2 centimeters bottom, 2 centimeters left, 2 centimeters right. Are you getting me? You will get marked down for something stupid like that your margins are not correct. You make sure that the size of your paper, the size of your thing is A4. Okay, first page, you can do whatever you want to do. It's your cover page. You can do whatever you want to do on the first page. Okay, you go back to your first page and you go insert and you put page numbers. You can do whatever page number. Do you know that you can they will even mark your similarities for your page numbers. So try and be innovative about your page numbers. So what you can do is you can change the color, double click on it. You can change the color. You can do whatever you want to do with it to make it not look the same as everybody else. I'll answer questions just now, guys. Okay, so your page numbers are sorted out. Right. Then what you do is on your second page, you're going to go to references and you're going to put the table of content. Okay, and then you're going to put this one, automatic table of content, and you say, okay. Now, listen to me nicely, please. You go to the next page. Cover page is on its own. Table of content is on its own. Okay, you go to the third page. On this page is going to be your introduction. Your introduction, right? Please just admit that person. Your introduction, then you'll get question 1. Now, sometimes they even mark, you will even get picked up for writing questions. So instead of writing question, you can say section 1, section 2, or I don't know, task 1, task 2. You don't really need to write question. They don't say that you have to write question 1 or question 2 or question 3. Okay, so then it's just hypothetically question 4, and then the next one will be conclusion. These are your major headings. Right. Now, what you're going to do is, are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see here?
Yes, we are.
Under home. Oh, and what you need to consider, Control A, it has to be Arial. It has to be Arial. You don't want to get marked down for something stupid as the font. So it's Arial. So can you see this AABB? Can you see it? This part.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Click the right mouse button.
Yes.
Click the right mouse button and say modify. And then you go and you make it Arial and you make it 18. And you can leave it as blue if you want to. And then you click on format and you go to font and then you will say all caps. Okay? All caps. Then you say set, you can say set as default and you say okay. And you say okay. So what happens is you highlight introduction and you click heading 1. Question 1. Question 2. Question 3. Question 4. Question 5. References. So then your stuff is already ready. It's ready now. Your headings are ready. Okay. Then you'll go and you'll put in your introduction, whatever it is, and I'll teach you all about the introduction. Then you got your question 1, and sometimes you'll say task 1.1. It depends if there's that question. You go back to your headings and you click on the second heading, right mouse button, you say modify. And you click on Arial and you click on 12 and you click on format and you say font. Please just admit that person, Bongs. Okay, and you can click on bold and you can say okay. And you say okay. So heading 2. Okay? Now, when you're answering the question, there's things that you must always remember. Look at your question 1. You look at the question and what is it saying? Then you do this. You'll say introduction. It doesn't matter that you got an introduction on the top. The introduction on the top is an introduction to your whole assignment. It does include question 1, but it's an introduction of your whole assignment. You click on introduction, and then you will say advantages. I'll answer you now. Advantages, disadvantages, example, summary. That's how you answer each of your questions. Or you don't have to copy the headings, but you copy it. So no matter what the question is, if it's talking about Kotler's 5 forces, or it's talking about what is strategic management, always remember, give an introduction, like describe what it is. Or you can say, instead of saying introduction, you can say describe. Describe what strategic management is. What's the good thing about it? It's easy to understand. It's easy to explain. What's a bad thing? Oh, it never works out. Something's always wrong. What is an example? I don't know, iPhone, the new iPhone 20 would be ideal, but Samsung is still cheaper, it's still cheaper and it's still usable. And in summary, I found that there are good things and there are bad things. Are you understanding? Yes? No? What is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
question?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this,
Yes.
sorry, ma'am, is it
Okay.
for the individual assignments?
Yes. For the
Okay.
individual assignments. In order for you to get an A or an 80%, you see Bonks has got 80%. In order for you to get 80s and 90s, you can follow because when you look at it doesn't matter, even if you are in an exam, even when you're writing in year 2, when you look at the question, always say, let me describe it. What is it? Let me just see if I don't have, just hold on a second, guys. Okay. This is an old one. Sometimes they do give you, I will answer you guys. Just hold on a second. Introduction to the assignment. The assignment consists of 1 scenario and 3 questions. And says you have decided to open your own business. You have chosen an open retail business that sells clothes and groceries at affordable prices. Most of your products are locally sourced from surrounding community or other South African manufacturers or producers. As yet, you do not have plans to grow your business outside South African borders. Okay, so let's go look at the question. The question is for 54 marks for question 1. So it says 1 point, so you'll have your question 1, and you'll have task 1.1 or item 1.1. Now, when you look at the question, do not copy and paste the question. You will look at the question and then you'll say, okay, fine, let me choose a heading that will a heading for question 1. So let's just say so, for example, I said for question 1, it was talking about environmental health analysis, makes it feasible to identify internal and external factors that could have a favorable or negative impact on an organization's operation. Okay, then I spoke about SWOT analysis. I spoke about all of those things. So when you look at the question, how are you going to answer it? How are you going to explain it? So it must be in such a way that you can explain it. So you will describe. So you'll describe what is partnerships, what is cooperatives, what is a close cooperation, what is a private companies, right? And then it says a definition of each type of enterprise. So you can just give little sentences. A partnership is a relationship between two people. I'm just saying. What is a cooperative? What is a close cooperation? What is a private company? So you must check how much. It's 30 marks. So you start working out like maybe it's 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, or 10, 10, 10 to make up the 30. So 2 characteristics of each type of enterprise and 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages of each. You understand? So this whole thing is worth 30 marks for you. So you must look and see how you're going to make your 30 marks. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it?
Yes, we're
Yes,
listening.
ma'am.
We're
Yes, ma'am.
listening.
We're
It's
listening.
clear, miss.
Okay. So any question so far?
So everything will be in bullet
Mary, you
form,
had a
ma'am.
question. Sorry? Yeah?
Yes, I
Will
do.
everything
Yes, go.
Okay, Robin, thank you so much for actually taking us through the layouts and everything. But as someone who is also very conscious when it comes to mark allocation and not wanting to lose stupid marks, is there maybe a point of reference when it comes to the page layouts, the fonts, the spacings, and so
I just
forth?
told you.
That may
That's what I showed you. I sent
no, but
in the group, I posted something that I had worked on to show you step by step what you need to do. So,
is this on the WhatsApp?
did you see it?
No, I'm actually focused on this
Yes.
call.
Okay. So
Thank you.
let me just show you. It was this. It's a step layout and design of the assignment. What you need to do. Open a MS Word document. Now this is from the school. So your font is for the main headings. That's why you have to do it. I'll show you why. You have to have Arial 18. Subheadings, it has to be 12, and your body of your text has to be 11. So that's where you mustn't lose marks for doing silly things. Your line spacing is 1.15, 1.15, 1.5. And then when I told you the margins, top is 2, left is 2, right is 2, bottom is 2.
This is perfect. Thank you.
Okay, but listen, you also need to understand that you must take into consideration this for the first year. Your word count is 2,500 to 3,500. So you cannot get less than 3,500 words or less than 2,500. So it's 2,500, it starts to 3,500. And you have 3 references and your similarities is 30%. It's 30%. So Bongs was telling you about plagiarism, it has to be 30%. Okay. So the reason why I said you need to make sure.
Below, Robin, remember, below
Hello?
30%. And I'm just reiterating again in the importance, not below 30%, below 10%, please.
Yes, but with the people I speak to, I always make sure that they submit 5%. So that's why I said it's
Yeah.
better for you. Now, the reason why I said it needs to be, can you see when you update your table of content? The introduction is a specific size, which is 18. Your question 1 is size 18, question 2, question 3, question 4, conclusion and references. All of those are size 18. So this table on the top works with your table of content and works with the rest of your document. So when they look at the table of content, they can see, okay, introduction is on page 3. Question 1 is on page 3. Then question 2 will be on page 4. Question 3 will be on page 5. Do you get it? So in the end, and Bongs always says that I like to tell students that they must make their assignments look like Christmas trees. But it's the way for you to get marks.
And can I tell you, for the ones that are saying 2,500 is a lot of words, sometimes you get ideas and they are overflowing. You are over and you on 3,000 or whatever, and you start even thinking, what the hell am I gonna delete? What am I gonna do? Uh, it might look like it's a lot, but then sometimes it is not a lot. Well, unless we're doing economics, then I'm gonna be on 1,000. But but trust me,
No,
it can be a lot. It can be a lot. So don't just look at the number and say, oh no, 2,500, I'm not gonna get there. You might exceed it. You might exceed, and then you're gonna have to go back and cut it because you're not supposed to exceed. That's what you will be penalized for that. You're not supposed to exceed.
so the cheat is there's a cheat. There's a cheat for you to leave the content of your information and not take the content of your information out. That's why we don't record these sessions, because there's some tips that you don't want to share. Okay. So this was my change management assignment. That was my table of contents, so you can see what it looks like. My introduction. I prefer to use pictures instead of using content. So I use my own information. I don't take information from anywhere else, because that's how my similarities is all of. I prefer to put a picture inside and I use that as a reference. Anyway, let me go further down so you can see. So this is the cheat. Okay. I've put in this table. So this is my table, but it's a picture. It's not a table, it's a picture. So with the result, my word count is 3,914. But if you look with all the information, my thing would have been sitting on 6,000. So I take a table and I use it as a picture. So the snipping tool is something that's very important in your life. As you can see, it's a table. It's a table. It's a table. So my information is still there. It's just that I've used a table to camouflage it. So there's this thing called a snipping tool. I don't know if you guys know what a snipping tool is. You take the snipping tool, you cut it out, and you put it back in as a picture. Hello? Did I scare you into silence?
No.
Yes,
I was.
Do you understand what I'm
lying? They became
This is so cool.
Can you
Kasongo.
reiterate the
Well.
snipping
Your
tool thing?
content will always stay. You don't need to change your content. So in the end, if you look, you say now I don't have any references. If you look at the end, because I put pictures, look how many references I got. I got all my references. So I'm okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
okay.
ma'am. Sorry. Okay, ma'am. I was about to
Yeah?
ask for all your pictures, and everything. Did you reference them? I was about to ask
Yes.
that.
Okay. So what I do is I sent you all a whole list of things that I wanted you to download, which is important on your study journey. So let me go and sorry, it's just that I have to go to different places so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, this is Google. As you see it on Google, this is Cobalt. Cobalt is a paraphrasing tool that you use. So now, but you're only allowed 125 words at a time. So say, for example, we want to say, what is strategic management characteristics? Okay, so I click paraphrase. So it says, what are the qualities of strategic management? So I decide, no, I don't like that. So I will click, there's a place that you can actually click. They see the hallmark, this distinctive character, the traits. And all you do is you copy that into your into your assignment. Because now it's already paraphrased that you put it in totally different to what the heading was. What is strategic management characteristics? What are the traits of strategic management? So now if Bongs has got characteristics and Boosie's got something else and this one has got something else, it's not going to be the same. So you won't get marked down. As long as you've got Cobalt, you are okay. Okay, the next one thing that you needed to load was, oh, come on. Okay, somebody was asking me, there is something called, is it? Where's Scribble? Oh God, SCRI. Okay. There's something called Scribble. Okay. So what you do is you take a Scribble, and I want in, sorry, just hold on a sec. Citation generators. Okay. So what you do is you go and you look at the Google.
Robin. I just wanted to give everyone a tip. While Ruben is busy searching these sites, for instance, the Scribble, you guys might want to also do it on your PCs if you're using a PC or whatever, and bookmark it so that tomorrow you don't go wondering, hey, where is it? Just bookmark it right now while she is speaking about it, so you don't get confused.
Okay, so I tried in strategic planning. So I see there are pictures here. So which one do I like? Which one talks about? So I go and I'll click on this one. Okay, then I'll click on Jaro Education. Okay, then I'm going to go down and I'm going to look for the, okay, I click the right mouse button and I'll say copy image. Then I'll go to my Word document. Okay, so we'll make this a little bit smaller. I'm not losing anybody, am I? There's the picture, right? I put the picture in Word already. So I've gone back and I've copied the whole thing, Jared's education combo, blah, 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 blah. And I copy it and I go into the references and I click in, paste, and then I'll say site. Okay. So this one, this goes, I copy to clipboard. This one goes underneath the picture. That's your in-text referencing. And the one here, copy to clipboard, that goes onto your reference list. There. And you must remember with your this goes on your reference list at the end. This has to be, it has to be in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order, you'll probably be in that writing. Is it the writing course, Polani, that I think Ms. Patient does? So your references, alphabetical order, no numbers. It mustn't be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It mustn't be bullets. It's straight like this. So there is your first reference. It will fall under question 1. You look at question 1.1. It's also got a picture. You can put it in. You are not restricted on your references. Guys, a tip. I don't know if Bongs and them do it, but I don't go and use the in-text revision where I'm taking information from anywhere, because the problem is the similarities will go through the roof, and now you must be quoting this person, and every Tom, Dick, Harry, and Munsami is quoting at the same time. Whereas if you take pictures, you're not going to get, you're still referencing. It didn't say that you couldn't use pictures as a reference. So if your assignment looks like a Christmas tree, it looks like a Christmas tree, but your information is there. Hello? Are you still there?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me,
Yes.
ma'am.
When
Yes.
your assignment looks like a Christmas tree, is it untidy, ma'am? In other words, when your assignment looks like a Christmas tree, in layman's terms, is it untidy?
No, it's basically you everything. You know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
You got a diagram, and you'll say below diagram depicts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Below the diagram depicts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when I'm saying, when you are answering, describe what it is, so they know what you're talking about. Now, when you go and you just answer the question, whereas if you listen to me and say, describe what it is, give me an advantage out of it, give me a disadvantage, give me an example, and give me a summary. So if you saw in the, who was asking that question?
It's me, ma'am. Anga.
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
basically it means that you know what you're talking about. You're not going to go take information from somebody else. And
Yes, ma'am.
guys, you know what? Rather use your own words. Don't go and take words from somebody else and then you're stuck, because now the plagiarism is so high because everybody is using the same words. So if you can see here, advantages is cost reduction, lowering operational costs, streamlined operations. Disadvantage, depletion of knowledge. So it's showing the person that is reading that I know what I'm talking about. And an example, reducing staff members ran the danger of upsetting skilled workers and having a detriment, because our assignment was Twitter, where Elon Musk took over Twitter and the changes that needed to be made. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, so you don't
So
want, now you must remember there's so many of you, and you'll all want to be submitting 2,300 just before the time, 3 days before the time, and everybody is talking about the same thing. So if you see in the assignment it's talking about, try not to use the same words. Try not to use the same words. Try and abbreviate the words, or try, instead of saying, like for example, if the assignment is saying it's talking about Bongi and Kosi, is this person, he's a doctor, he's a medical doctor, and he's practice and blah blah blah. So don't say medical practice, or you can say Dr. Bongs or Dr. B instead of saying Bongi and Kosi, because remember everybody is going to be using Bongi and Kosi.
we have to be
So
more.
instead of using Bongi and Kosi, use Bongs or the doctor or the doctor's rooms or the surgery. Instead of saying, you look at the words that you can change and make it different, but as long as you're explaining it, you will still get the mark.
Yes, ma'am. So we have to try to be unique in each and every way,
You
so
have
that
to be, yes,
yes, ma'am.
yes.
So that it
You have
isn't
to be unique. You
entirely.
have to be, yes. And the reason why, as I said, the reason why I tell people to submit 2 weeks before the time, as I said, once the digital assignment is done and dusted, you got your mark, you got your 80s or your 90s, you're okay. You still qualify to write the exam. Next is your assignment. As I said, you do your first draft and you say, okay, I'm ready to submit it. You submit it on Turnitin and you see how much is your similarities. If you see your similarities is sitting on 30, 40%, you can still go change it because you're allowed 3 tries a day until the last day. ChatGPT, because every Tom, Dick, Harry, and Musami is using ChatGPT. If you cannot use it properly, then don't use it, please, because they pick it up. The system and you're going to put the question in, and you're going to take word for word. Then you are going to students are from a distance where they copied it and pasted from, because they won't even like use Grammarly, because Grammarly you can use it in your work and you can use it in your studies. If you've got Grammarly on your sentence is incorrect, change your sentence, and then you can decide to change it. So that's why I said you use Cobalt. You need to make sure the assignment is unique. It's unique. And as I said, if you feel that your word count is going too high, put it in a table, make it nice and colorful, take a screenshot, snip it, use a snipping tool, take it out and put it back in as a picture. Your word count will go down and you're not losing your content. Your content is still there. And I've never been marked down for the touch wood. Yeah.
We have a hand from Isabella Tato.
Yes. Yes, Isabella.
Good evening, managers.
I can't hear you.
I just wanted to ask you. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, but not too good. Yes.
I just wanted to refer to a digital assignment. There's a timer there. I've noticed there's a timer. So
don't worry about the timer. It's okay. Don't worry. You've got until the 3rd of March to answer. It doesn't matter how many times you're going. They cannot, because this is not the exam. They cannot expect you to they cannot expect you to do it straight away. It will take time because you're still learning. And remember, in your digital assessment, because it's out already, it's mostly centered on chapter 1, 2, and 3 mostly. It doesn't go on to the last 2 chapters or so. So you'll concentrate on the first. But make sure you read. You read and you see what it's saying. And what you can do is you can take your study guide and you can convert it into a Word document, because sometimes you cannot search in your study guide if it's a PDF. So you convert it to the Word document and you go and you take your digitals and you take your study guide and you put the screens next to each other and you will search certain words and you will put it in.
Okay.
Does it answer you, Isabel?
I just thought maybe once you go into it, there's a certain time to work on that digital assessment. So it's clear. Thank you again.
No, it's not going to, as long as you haven't clicked finished, you're okay. And it's not the closing date, you're okay. You won't get penalized.
But the problem that I have on the portal, it still reflects as 2024, and my digital assessment was supposed to be submitted on the 6th of January this year. So I don't know how.
That means your portal is not updated. So your portal needs to get updated. So I think in the group post your full name and your student number, and then we'll get your portal sorted out. Okay. Tato? Tato?
Hello. Hi.
Yes, hi.
I got a bit lost when you were explaining about what step it.
Snipping tool.
Is it an app that we have? Snapping tool. Is it an app that we have to download?
Okay. If you go at the bottom by the hourglass of your computer under search, type in. It's called a snipping tool. It's a little scissors. It's a little scissors that's at the bottom, and you. Okay, let me just share.
Every laptop comes with that tool.
No, but yeah, every laptop comes with it, but you need to.
So I'm just saying, in case people want to download it, every laptop
okay, can
has
you see
it. You
it?
just need to search.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Okay.
You go click the right mouse button, and then you say pin to taskbar. Pin to taskbar, because mine is there already. You say pin to taskbar, and it will appear at the bottom, here at the bottom of your computer.
Okay.
And for the rest of the people that do not like busy searching and whatever, you can just say Control-Shift-S. Automatically, it's going to allow you to cut whatever it is that you want to cut on your thingy. It's just control shift S.
It's like print screen, similar to print screen. So Tata, are you answered?
Minimize the. Yeah, it's for when I want to minimize the words that I made. It's like that table that you showed us.
No, Tata, basically the snipping tool is a tool that's so important. Say, for example, you're in a class. You're in the class on Saturday, and there's some information that you want. You take your snipping tool and you copy the slide, because you don't want to wait. You don't want to wait until the slides are put on the portal. You want to start doing your work. So you take your snipping tool, you go and you highlight it, you cut it out, and you put it on a Word document. If there's something you see information, wherever you see, you just use the snipping tool, you cut it out, take it out, and put it. Even if you want to WhatsApp somebody, like you want to WhatsApp somebody an email that you sent, and this person said you did an email, then you take your snipping tool, you cut out that email, you put it in a WhatsApp and say, I sent it to you. Look at the date that I sent it to you. So it helps you in so many different ways, in your study, in your work, in everything.
Thank you.
Okay, next, Sandile.
Sandile, then Jack. Jack came in late, by the way. He was late for class.
Okay.
Sandile?
Ma'am, when it comes to the referencing, should we use Harvard style or can we just like copy and paste?
Harvard. It has to be
Harvard
to be Harvard. Yes.
Okay.
You know what? There is gonna be a
Harvard APA 7.
Huh?
It's Harvard APA 7.
Yeah,
Remember that,
APA
not
7.
APA 6, APA 7.
Yeah, APA 7.
Does Word documents have Harvard style? Like when you cite it,
No.
citations?
No.
It doesn't.
No.
You have to use
Someone go
Zotero.
docs.
But if you use Scribble, it's okay. Scribble will do it. Or you can use Zotero. And I'm being honest with you, I never used Zotero. I still didn't know how to do it up until today.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
Jack. Jack. Okay. Ega. Or is it Anger?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Anger.
Yes, Anger. Please don't call me ma'am. It's Robin or Robs. It's fine. Make me feel older than I already am. Yes, what's
Okay,
up?
no problem, Ruben. No problem. My bad. So in terms of utilizing information, do we revert back to the study guide, or can we like hop on the internet, or do what, man? In terms of like
What do you mean? What do you want to do?
The assessment thingy, ma'am. For instance, there's
You
a
know
topic
what?
that we have.
It's not going to give you the right. It's not going to give you the right answer. If you go, sometimes the answers are in the articles. Sometimes you just need to just look. You can search on Google. ChatGPT is not going to give you the right answer. I'm being honest, it's going to give you the wrong answer. So rather go and search on Google or wherever, and you can see what the answers. It will more or less tell you which is the right answer, which is the wrong answer. But then you must also use your brain.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Ruben. Yes,
Okay,
Ruben.
Mr. McDonald.
So
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you were something else.
I just wanted to just add on what you just said, ma'am. So there's no specific or ultimate research tool that we have to utilize in terms of assessment or the study guide.
Just a study guide. Just your study guide.
Yes.
But you can use the internet, you can use Google, you can use whatever you want to use, except ChatGPT.
Thank you very much, Ruben.
All right. Mr. McDonald, or is it Miss McDonald?
Mr.
Okay, Mr. McDonald.
Okay.
Are we gonna get McAdees? Yes.
Let's see after the first semester.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to know the digital assessment submission is 3rd of March, and assuming you go and press the finish button a week before, and you are on your 60s, do you have a chance to go back since you would be aware what answers you did not answer correctly. Would you have an opportunity to go back and redo it? Because you would have a week before the actual closing date. Are you
Yes, you
allowed
can
to
go.
do that?
Yes, 500 Rand later.
Okay.
500 Rand later, you'll have to fill in a form. You'll have to, that's why I said you must be that's why I prefer for you all to download it and sit and work with it first and check and make sure your answers are correct. Then you know, because if you don't qualify, then you're going to have to pay 500 Rand and wait for late submission. Then you might not write exams in June. Aid with a whole module. So it's even though you will move on to the next module, you're going to be still stuck with strategic management on your back, and you might have to do. You might have to do 3 modules later, because remember now, if you have to finish strategic management fast. You can't take it easy. You must make sure it's out of the way and know that you're okay. You submitted your digitals, you got 90%, you know that your assignment is good. Even if you get 80%, even if you get 73%, it's still 75% is still an A. You will still get an A. So strategic management out. Remember, the next module to come in is HR. So you need to know that I think it's HR. You need to push that module out. Then you got enough. Then once you finish all 3 modules with the digital assessment and assignment, you need to study. You need to study and prepare for the exams. So you don't want to make yourself crazy now, because you will see, and I'm being honest with you, watch what's going to happen 3 days before the time. People are wanting to submit their assignments and they're crying because the similarities is high, or they've submitted and the similarities was 20, but they didn't put it down to 5. And the next day, after submission, the similarities is sitting on 30 and 40 because you didn't listen, you didn't submit early, where you made sure if your similarity is on 5%, the most it will go up to is 15 or even 10. It's never going to go up to 30. Touch wood, unless it's economics or finance. But push it out of the way and know that it's done and dusted. And you don't want Rabbi nagging you. You don't want Bossy nagging you, blessing and Bong saying, have you done your stuff? Have you done your stuff? Have you done? Then we must be getting calls and people are stressing because now they don't know what to do. They waited for the last minute. And your social life stops. Be honest, your social life stops, family function stops, partying stops, everything stops until you know what? Tell your family, guys, in June we can do something. After June, we can do something. Then you must know you got 2 weeks. Then you start again with your next lot of modules. So then you have Christmas. Then you must know in January you must start preparing for your next module. And you'll get A's and you'll get distinctions and you'll be proud of yourself. And when you look at your report card, you'll see all these wonderful things. And when Angus' friends wants to go on a party or they want to go to something, say, hey guys, you know what? I'll pass. I'll see you all next time. And know that at the end of the day, you got good marks, you got a paper, you got this degree. You can go and show all the haters. Look at me, I got a degree.
Happiness.
Haters.
I'm serious. There's haters
just-
there that thought you could never do it. Yes. We'll see.
No, I wanted to just make sure that Jack is sorted, because he said he was unable to mute, and then he later said Amanda can ask the question on his behalf. I don't know. Amanda, where are you, Amanda? On behalf of
Sandile?
Jack.
Hi, everybody. No, the question, myself and Jack were working earlier today. I asked him for some assistance. I don't have anyone other than myself. I'm a bit older already, so I haven't studied for a long time. And oh my gosh, I felt like running away. In fact, I thought of about 16 different reasons why I should not do this degree. But I've composed myself. Thank you, Jack, for the help. Yeah, so we were working on the digital quiz, and he showed me around, and I'm very much more familiar now. The only thing I'm battling with at this point is you were mentioning earlier on about the squirrel bolt or whatever it may be, the paraphrasing. I will go and try and find the answers there. But what we did look at there was that the question his questions were different from mine on the quiz. So that was just a bit concerning. Did we have the right, were we on the right documents, etc.? But
Okay.
I think
So
we are,
Amanda,
because I saw yours were also different, Robin.
okay, no. Remember, Amanda, it's not the same. You might have certain questions that are the same, but they're not all the same. They're all mixed up. Some would have certain questions, some won't have certain questions. So you must, that's why I said in the end, that's why it will be used as a mock question paper, because not everybody got the same questions.
Yeah.
Even in the exam, 100 questions, not everybody is going to get exactly the same questions, but you can assist each other, because you might have questions on certain things and Jack might have certain questions on certain things. And Amanda, just to let you know, I'm turning 51 this year and I am graduating. So you are never too old. And there's a guy who's 63 who's also going to be graduated. So you are not alone. There are a lot of oldies here that haven't studied since 1990, whatever. So don't worry, you reach out. Lots of people will help. Lots of people will assist. You are not alone.
Thank you.
And just not to worry yourselves, guys. We're not expecting everyone to grasp all this information in one day or one night or within just one module. Even studies and scientists do say that it takes at least 3 months to get a hang of a situation or a routine. So just be patient. Don't lose hope. You will get it. I'm telling you, by June you will see that and I was worried for nothing. This is nothing. This is actually getting more. It will get easier as time goes on. And we are here. We are going to. I am going to share the information, like your scribble and whatever on WhatsApp. And I am going to open WhatsApp after this, because you know almost what happened, that there's a reason why I closed WhatsApp. But I am going to open it for everyone after this, and I am going to share everything that Robin has shared on her side, just so you do not forget, because I know maybe some didn't write the information. So I'm going to share it, and we are here if you want to ask questions, as long as you're not asking the question at 11 o'clock at night or before 7 o'clock in the morning. But I am always here to assist. I'm always happy. I've received numerous messages wanting assistance. We are here. Don't shun away from asking for assistance, and don't worry if you're not getting it right now. You will get it tomorrow. Even if you don't get it tomorrow, you would get it the next day. We didn't just start knowing everything. We also learned this thing. There's Robin who taught me all of these things. I knew nothing when I started with ReGenesys, and I am going to share the information with you. Do not worry.
Sandile, 500 Rand for late submission of assignment or if you fail, and 1,000 Rand for late submission or you failed assignment. So if you fail both of it's 1,500 to ReGenesys, which can be avoided. Lydia, do you want to say something or you ask a question?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Kendai, did you want to say something or you're okay?
Yes, Robbie, I wanted to say something, but I wanted you to conclude on what you were on assignments, because I've got a question regarding the portal.
Yes,
so maybe you can.
it?
Okay.
No,
okay,
we're
cool.
done. We're done with the assignment. You more or
Cool.
less know. I've sent you all the layout, so you'll know. Just remember, stick to. Don't go and copy and paste the questions. Rephrase the questions. Rather put question one is talking about, instead of saying strategic planning, you just say organizing or planning or something like that. Don't go and copy and paste, because it's going to flag you for similarities. So try and change it, make it unique, make it different. Don't make as long as you are explaining what is planning, what is organizing. You don't have to say strategic planning. You can just say planning and organizing. Okay? So as I said, make it unique, make it different. Don't make it sound the same. Because as I said, everybody is going to be submitting the same things. But as I said, if you submit a week before or 2 weeks before the time, you can always go back and change what you feel if you're not happy with it. But as long as everything is in order, your similarities is sitting at 5%, you're okay, you're good to go, you can relax and take it easy, and you'll worry about the next module. And let everybody else be crazy and crying at the last minute stories. Yes, Lydia, do you want to say something?
Robin, I hadn't asked my question yet, if I can still get chance.
Okay. No, I was going to come back to you. I was thinking maybe Lydia wants to ask
Oh, all
about
right,
the
cool.
assignment.
All right, great.
Okay,
great.
so what do you want to know about the portal?
So, Robin, 2 questions. So I
Yes.
am in this 2025 class. On the portal,
Yes.
I've got 2 notifications of overdue submissions. So one is on project management 1, which was supposed to be due the 23rd of January.
Ignore it. Ignore.
Okay, and the
Ignore
other
it.
one
It doesn't
is
relate to you.
the POE, which was supposed to be submitted on the 18th of November.
That's got to do with your personal mastery. Now, if you have just started and strategic management is your first module, that's all you
Yeah.
need to worry about. Concentrate on strategic management. With the mastery, guys, I don't know all the details because I didn't do it. Personal mastery, they will send you an email, they will give you a mentor, and then you will take it from there. So don't stress. If you haven't received anything, even if you haven't received anything in February or March, just wait, and a mentor will be allocated to you, and then you will do your POE, your proof of evidence, and whatever else is needed. And you'll still need to attend classes. So I think they've got something to do with your health, and there's something to do with your mental health, and there's something to do with it's basically helping you grow in your studies. Basically, that's what it is. And like if Bongs and
It's all
I
about
wanted to,
sorry,
yeah,
Robin.
sorry.
It's all
If
about
Bongs and
SQ,
I,
EQ,
yeah,
and IQs.
yeah. I wanted to do it, we would have to pay 8,000 rand to do it. Because when we started, it was not there. So as Bosie was saying, what the personal was, I don't know much. She can give you more details about it because I think she's doing it.
Yes, I did it, guys. But I feel like it's not a now topic. If you want to know more about this, you can actually schedule for another meeting at I don't know when. I will see if I'm available. Yeah, then I will take you through it. It's actually not that much. It talks about your IQ, your EQ, your SQ, and how you actually have to manage it, and you have to make a portfolio out of everything and submit it. But we'll talk about it another day.
Okay. Tendai, were you answered?
Yes, Robin, I was answered. Thank you very much.
Okay. Sandile, you already got the schedule. You've already got the schedule of all the modules that you're going to be doing. At the end row, it is giving you when is your exam date. So now you know when you're writing exams. You go to a friend's house, you go to a family's house, you go to work, you go wherever there is network and write your exams. Or else pay 1,000 rand. So it will be 2,500.
Okay.
Hello?
As you fail and you will
Yes.
rewrite whatever.
Yes, if you fail, then you have to rewrite. But you must make no excuses about why you can't write exams. They've given you the date. Make arrangements to write at work. Make arrangements to write at the family house. Make sure you've got data on your phone. Make sure you got data in your house. Or make sure you got an inverter. Make sure whatever. Don't make excuses, because if you don't write exams in June, you'll have to wait for late submission and you'll be delayed with the module. Yes, Sandile?
I just want to ask, why aren't exams written like on campus, like especially for like contact students?
So go write at the school then. Go write at the school. Remember, everybody's watching you. Whereas if you write at home, you've got your cell phone with. Yes?
Sorry to interrupt. You can finish. Speak up.
I can't hear you. Bonds,
Yeah, can you hear me?
you were saying something, yes?
Oh, I'm saying that I want to log out now. Quickly, I've got another meeting to jump into.
Okay.
So thank you guys for the session. Those who need to contact me, they can contact me on my number. I'm available. I just do not help with late submissions. I'm sorry. But thank you very much for tonight, and everybody enjoy. Bye, guys.
Bye, Bonds. Thank you. Tandela, you can go and write. You can go and write on campus if you want to. You can make the necessary arrangements to write on campus. So you don't have to write at home. If you know that you're going to have a problem with the network, then go to the campus and write in front of Invigilator and whoever. But I think you still need to use your Invigilator app on your phone. So basically, it's an owl that you must download on your phone. And what happens is that you need to take screenshots of yourself. You need to take screenshots of yourself with your ID. You need to take a screenshot of your screen of the question you are answering. So basically, that's all that's wanted. So you have to be careful of noise. You cannot talk to yourself. You cannot play music. You need to make sure that you're in a place where it's quiet. Nobody can come into where you're writing exams. Nobody can come in and disturb you because you're going to get flagged. So basically what you're doing is it's your laptop, it's your cell phone, and the invigilator owl that is watching you that irritates you because if you're going to make a noise, it's going to beep. If you turn papers, it's going to beep and tell you to take a picture of yourself to make sure that you are the one that's writing the exam. Whereas you can go on campus and you can write on campus and have the invigilator app plus an invigilator in front of you. Anything else?
Yeah, I think
Yes,
the campus one
Robin.
is better. Yeah,
I think Tabi Singh has a question. We're
Is it
talking
Tabi
about the
Singh or Angel?
invigilator app. We
Yes.
find it on, where do we download the app?
Hi, I just wanted to find out the exams. Do we write them only on Saturdays?
Only on a Saturday.
Or is it also
And
conducted
now
during the week?
it's only done on a Saturday, and it's between 9 o'clock, between 7:30 and 9 o'clock. So you need to choose for your own personal thing. You need to decide, okay, fine, I'm going to wait for all the traffic to go through. I'm going to start at 8 o'clock. So it'll be 8 till about 10:30. So either way, you need to write the exam. This exam starts at 7:30 and it ends at 2 o'clock. If you stay outside of the country, remember it's South African time. You cannot be using your time. There was two students. They got upset with me and irritated with me. They live out of the country and they said, "Oh no, but the app ended because they still had an hour." I said, "But what time did you start?" They said, "No, their time." Now they are behind us by 1 hour. So now they couldn't understand why they only got 2 hours for the exam instead of 3 hours for the exam, or they've got 1.5 hours instead of the 2.5 hours. I said, but the time difference, you work in South African time. You've attended the classes South African time. So you must take that into consideration when you're doing your exam. Anything else?
A tip, guys. Okay, I see you, Lydia. A tip, guys. Make use of YouTube. Make use of YouTube for everything that you will be talking about, or maybe you are writing an assignment. Just make use of YouTube. It makes your life way easier. There's a lot of tutors and what do you call them, facilitators on YouTube, just in case maybe our facilitator, you're having a difficulty in understanding how they portray information or to you. So you can go to YouTube. You can find more tutors on YouTube. These things are free. You can utilize them. Just pick a topic. For instance, just go search on internal or external environment. Yes, internal or external environmental, whatever. Just type it, put it on YouTube, and it will give you a lot of classes that is talking about that topic. And maybe it will be easier for you. It has been easier for me, for especially for the difficult subjects, your economics and what is it, financial management, because I'm not strong on those ones. But through YouTube, I've managed to master them. So please make use of it.
Anybody else? Anger?
Sorry. Yes, ma'am.
No, it's fine.
Rebane, my bad. So Rebane, could you meticulously elaborate on the term flagging that the OUT does? For instance, if my roommate just does some, or just is came back from campus, now he's entering the room, then what should I like? What will the OUT do? Will it just
It will
log
beep.
me out?
No,
It will
no,
beep
it will flag you. It will flag you and ask you
to
to
take
take
a
a
picture.
screenshot. And what
A
might
screenshot.
happen is that they will might contact you at the end to say, listen, you were flagged. You were flagged because of sound, you were flagged because of something. That's why you need to be, tell your friends or your buddies or whoever you're with, please, for 2.5 hours, please let me do my exam from this time and this time. Or you can decide to go somewhere where it's quiet, where you can write your exams. Because you don't want this issue where you're getting flagged and it becomes a problem.
A
Because you
very
don't have
big one.
1,000 rand to
Hey.
rewrite an exam. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
Nah, thank you. Clarified that. Thank you very much, Rebane.
And what happens is that hour, you have to make sure every time it beeps, you need to take a screenshot of your laptop with the, because you cannot go out of the question paper. If you go out of the question paper, it's going to flag you. The system is going to flag you to indicate that you have left. You have left it, you're gone, and you're looking at places where you're not supposed to look. If there's paper, but strategic management is an open book. I think I don't know if it still is, but it was an open book exam that you don't need to, you're allowed to take your study guide with you. But the problem is there's no time, because remember you've got 100 questions that you need to answer, and the questions are similar to your digitals. So there's no time for you to be looking at the study guide, to be searching on the internet or wherever. So you need
It'll
to
be
make
time.
sure that you're fully prepared. That's why I say to you guys, read 5 pages a day so you're ready for your class on Saturday. When you are doing your digitals, you're also learning because you're reading your study guide. When you're doing your assignment, you're also learning. Like Bossy was saying, go look at the YouTube videos. There's lots of YouTube videos out there that can help you. Try and get the previous recordings of the other lectures that will also help you. It's an easy fix. You just need to put in the work and put in the time, and you will be okay. Everything will be okay. Lots of students have been where you've been. We've all been where you've been. But at the end of the day, we're almost done. We're almost finished. We're going to graduate. Well, I'm graduating in September. But I'm saying, you know what? We'll be done and dusted, and you will also be done and dusted. Lydia,
Thank you very much,
are you
Rebane. That's
answering? Are you
very
okay?
motivating.
Okay. Lydia,
Yes, ma'am.
you're welcome.
Okay, so I had 2 questions.
Yes.
The first one is that for the individual assignment, the final submission as like the one that's going to get marked is only going to be submitted on the date, right? Like the submission date.
No.
The
No.
final
If
submission.
if you submit 2 weeks before the time and you are ready and you know that your assignment is okay, your similarities is sitting on 3%, you're okay, you've done everything you need, you're okay, you just ignore. There's no need for you to even worry. You might check maybe 3 days before the time to see if your similarities has changed. If your similarities hasn't changed, that's why I said you don't have to worry. You can look at the messages in the group. This one is still struggling, this one hasn't done. You know that you've submitted, you're okay with your assignment. There's no maybe you've submitted 2 weeks before the time and 3 days later you thought, no, I didn't put in something. Maybe I wanted to add some extra information because I saw in the group that Sandile and Amanda and all of them have added in extra information that I didn't think to add. You can go to your original assignment, make the changes, and submit again via Eternity, because you're allowed 3 tries a day until the last day of submission. So that's why you can sit with no similarities. You can sit with 2 similarities, 2%, or even 3, or even 5. You don't need to sit on 28, 29, or those kind of similar. Submit on time, submit early. It gives you enough time to work on whatever you need to work. Then you know that module is out of the way and you can move on to your next module.
Thank you. So the other thing I wanted to ask is, I don't know if you have already posted this on the group, but can you please post an individual assignment, maybe something that you've done like before, I don't know, so that we can see how you paraphrase things. And when you post it, can you please post it with the questions so that we can see how you paraphrase things and how you like describe and the formats and everything? Can you please post
You know
an
what,
example?
Lydia? The problem will be that in some cases, it happens sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you get the same questions. So now we can work individually on those kind of things. If you have done your assignment and you feel that, you know what, you're not 100% sure, you can send it to one of us. We can check it and see if you are okay, if you don't mind, and then we'll send it back to you and say, okay, maybe change this, maybe change that. Maybe you're on the right track, but you're not on the right track. Maybe that can help. I don't know. But you just have to just check that you do it way before the time. Because remember, as I said, I'm busy with research now, so I'm a little bit hectic. But if you do it early and you give me enough time, I might be able to do it. But I'm not promising.
Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Guys, I'm tired now. Are you okay? Not okay? Are you fine? Are you not fine? Is there anything you're
I'm
not sure
also
about?
tired.
You
I'm good.
I'm
It's
also
been like
No,
guys,
Fanny,
ma'am,
anyway,
ask.
please tell me, are you all okay? Are you all
Ruby,
okay?
Yes,
Ruby, yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Very
we're
yes,
helpful.
fine.
yes. Thank you.
Thanks,
We'll always
Ruby.
ask if
Ruby,
I'm sure of something.
Yes.
Ruby.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
I just wanted to ask, tomorrow are we doing the same thing at 7 or is that cancelled?
Boosie's gonna do it by herself.
But
No, if you want to join and you want clear on certain things, I think you can join. It's your choice. We are going to do a session, but it might be for those that missed out. If you want to come back again and there's some things you want to ask, we can work around it. But it'll have to be a quick session. Anybody else? Are you
Boosie's gonna
okay?
do it.
I see there's a lot of
What time?
silent partners.
Robin, Boosie's gonna do it.
She's going to do the
Thank you,
class by herself.
Ruby.
No.
Boosie, what
No,
are you
the
going to
only
do when I'm leaving after June? What you going to do when I leave after June?
They'll see themselves. The only thing I'm
Don't
gonna
leave.
do, no,
Don't leave.
she has to
Don't
retire.
leave, Rotate.
Don't leave.
She has to
Don't leave.
retire.
Pussy
Unfortunately,
sounds like she's unreliable, man.
Hey,
Vele yambona,
show
ikinyehe,
me
yo.
the money. I'm
Uvusa
applying,
kakhulu
Masipala
ini.
employ me. Show me the money and I will consider.
Yabo, ufuna imali cabanga, ufuna imali.
Okay.
Money.
Ufuna imali.
Imali.
Oh,
Yes.
ufuna
You
imali.
have to help from your heart. You have to help from your heart.
Guys,
I've given enough. I've given
so-
3 years of my life. 3 years of my life to the students. No. Okay, guys, are you
I know
okay?
it's
Is everything
shy.
fine? Are you sorted?
Ruben,
I see there's a lot of silent parts.
Ruben, Ruben,
Yes?
Ruben. Okay,
Yes.
so I just want, I want to see on the group, but I feel like everyone was here, everyone was present. If anyone has a question, please ask on the site or on WhatsApp. But the class that I'm gonna do, or the session that I'm gonna do, is going to be on personal mastery, and it's not gonna be tomorrow. I'm going to confirm with you guys when we are going to do it. But as for tomorrow, I feel like we covered everything. We just did these 2 days just to be sure if nothing is gonna be left out, and if there is anything that will be left out, it's gonna be covered tomorrow. But I feel like it's covered. And Ntabi saying your question, when you're saying comments are closed, I closed it for a reason, and I'm going to open them tomorrow. Don't worry. They will be opened. Today it was closed for a reason. I am going to open it once I'm done posting, because I'm busy posting some things here. Once I'm done posting, I'm going to open. So you can feel free to ask. And if you feel like you don't want to ask on the group, you can ask on the side. It's fine.
Can I ask a question now?
Okay. All right.
Can I ask a question now?
Go ahead.
Thank you. For tomorrow's session, if it does happen, are we going to be covering the same thing that we did today, or is it going to be something else?
It's the same thing. It's just for those that maybe didn't pitch up or couldn't come or so. We don't really do it. Haibo, Sandile, I'm a poor government employee. I don't get paid for this time working overtime. ReGenesys doesn't pay me. They're coming to make comments in the thing about money. Yes, show me the money. No, guys, no, on a serious note. We can I don't know if I'll be able to, I don't know if I will be able to do it, but I'll see. I'll see if I
That's a
can
consideration.
yeah,
Just a
are we
other
gonna?
students that I've got. So I'll see if you play your part and you don't give me a hard time and you submit on time and there's no issues and stories and dramas and oh no, what my cat died or the fish died or something died that I couldn't submit my assignment or there was load shedding in the area. Go to McDonald's and go to any City of Joburg offices. You can sit outside and use the Wi-Fi. Don't make excuses.
And it will teach you to be friendly to your neighbors, just in case maybe you don't have electricity. Now you will be friendly with your neighbors because you'll have to go next door and use their Wi-Fi.
Yes, you make friends. Go sit in the office. You're going to ask your neighbor. You're going to ask whoever. If you want to pass, you will do that. Or you go and pay 1,500 rand.
Yo, ma'am, you've been emphasizing this 1,500 thing.
Because I'm saying, you know what? I'm being
Yo,
very
bruh,
serious
like-
because you know why I'm saying, guys, you know why I'm saying that? Because what happens is that they don't look at the groups, they don't look at their schedule, then they miss the date, and then they look at Busi and I and Bongs to say, oh well, we didn't know. So, but how can you not know? Didn't you read the group? Didn't you see the SMSs? Didn't you see everything that the submission was Monday? I'm just saying Monday the 3rd of March. Oh no, we missed it. Or they didn't do their digitals, or they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. And now they expect you now to be the one to help them. You must contact the school. You must try and make arrangements for them, whatever. And it's not fair. Do you understand why sometimes it's not
Sometimes they
easy for
want
us
you
to do this?
Sometimes they want you to contact the school and you are busy writing an exam. They're calling you, you're busy writing an exam. It's unfair. It's really unfair.
Very unfair. I understand that.
I
Very
so cried one
I
year.
know, we
Students
hear
were
you.
phoning me non-stop.
No, it's unfair. No,
It's
it's
unfair,
Okay,
man,
guys,
especially if the
I'm gonna
student
have to
does
go.
not.
I'm gonna have to go. I have to play motherly duties.
Oh,
And
no
saying
problem.
it doesn't matter that you live far. You live far. There's lots of people who can still help you online. The people that I know in Durban have completed it already. So I don't know if you were able to hook you up with somebody from Durban. But no, in the meantime, no. We'll just have to make do with online. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. You've been
Anything
very,
else,
very
guys?
helpful.
There's lots of silent
you,
partners. I saw an Aaron Young is quiet. Quentin Small is quiet. Ellen is quiet. All of you are quiet. Are you all okay? You're sorted. You're fine.
I'm not gonna lie to
Yes,
you.
Robin.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, we are.
Fine,
Quentin,
thanks,
you're
Robin.
right.
Very
Ellen,
informative.
you okay?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, I'm fine.
We
Thanks, Robin.
Sure.
We really
Mr.
appreciate this,
Package
Robin.
Stack, I was told to assist you.
Thank you very much, man. We've been very much
Thank you very
man.
much.
I'm not
Thank
gonna
you very much.
Okay.
Don't leave.
All right,
please.
guys. Good
Don't leave.
night. You all will reach out if you're stuck with anything. You're not sure
night,
about
thank
something,
you.
please. Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, good night.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Good
Don't let the
night.
bed bugs bite.
They won't, Baba.